All right, so I was gonna put the super safety in this 8.6 blackout. I might still do it depending on how I like the other one. I might still put one in here, but I just decided I'm like 8.6 high as hell. I don't want to be playing around with that right now, testing that on until I get it, you know, pretty much perfected and see how it runs. Because I never had one before. I had the rare, I got the rare breed trigger, and that runs cool, but I know they say you need something like an H2 buffer in the super safety. So I don't know how, you know, the 308s use a different type of buffer. So I said I'll wait on that. And I got a JMT trigger in here, super crisp. So I was like, I might do it in this one. This is my 7.5 SBR. But then I was like, I ain't want to take that trigger out for no reason. So I went with the 10.5, 300 blackout, and put the trigger in there. And I wish I would have paid more attention at the gun show. I'll show you the safety a little closer. I wanted a regular safety like this. So with this kit, super safety, this one is like a push safety. So center, when it's in center, I think that's like the third position. And then when it comes this way towards the camera, that's semi. And then when you go all the way over like that, that's safety, middle, and then over here. And it reminded me of I had a safety that was like that, a push button safety, and I ain't really like it. So I got it at that gun show in Vegas, so ain't nothing I can do about switching it out right now. So I'm gonna see how it go. We installed it last night, so we gonna test it out today. So and then I just said I put it on this lower right here anyway, so I could just swap out and test it out on other stuff. You know, there ain't nothing, different barrel lengths and different calibers. But I'm gonna just take this Monstrum off. I just ordered another one. I tried to get this Cyborg, but I think they sold out, or discontinued. They don't make them no more. But I'm gonna change the sight because this one more like a scope. I did videos on that. It's like ×3 already. But yeah, I did go with the one with the flat trigger. I like the flat trigger in it. Stainless steel. So let me show you some stuff in there real quick. So that's what it looked like on this side. It's flat. And it didn't come with no instructions either. So it's like a lot of people just making these like with some CNC and 3D printed pieces and stuff. So it's like it's not really a, well, the one I got I know it's not, but when I was looking up a couple other, they just like anybody probably making them. Like somebody probably got the design, mimicking the design, and that's how it go. So I'm gonna show you the inside of it real quick. But yeah, you just push. I prefer the 3 like a regular safety, you know. So if I do like this and I get another one, I'm gonna make sure the one I get, I want to switch. So you pretty much keep all your stuff. I got the reduced weight springs in here and everything else. So the only thing you have to add is this thing right here, and you see that little white thing. This one came with this little white piece that was 3D printed, and it was too big, so we just cut that with some scissors and got that, and that's supposed to keep this center so it don't move, but that has to move a little bit to the left and right. And so we put a little oil on there because it was a little stiff. So everything else you use your original stuff. So you just basically changing the safety selector. So when you push it all the way that way, that's safety. So it got a hard safety. Middle is supposed to be the third position, or the force reset position, and then that's the regular. And that's the reset. Let's see. So the trigger feel good, because I know a lot of people complained about, wait, no, that was the binary triggers people complained about. They ain't like the way the pull was on that, not the rare breed. So that's in semi. So put it in the middle. I can kind of feel it a little bit. You can feel the force reset, push the trigger a little forward. So we're gonna test it out today. I probably should test it with some different ammo, because 300 blackout, you know, is up there. So I might swap the upper out to some 223 and just start with the 223 first. I was in third position mode. Yeah, I definitely felt it this time. When I recharge it, you feel it pushing your finger forward. Yeah. So hopefully it worked. We're gonna see how it go. I do have the buffer that I got with it. I'm gonna throw it on the scale real quick. So this one is 4.7 ounces. So I think it's like an H2. But I was doing some research and they were saying that you gotta have some tungsten weights in there. So that's 4.7, 4.8. This one right here, I think this is just this is a 3.8. I can't remember which one this is. And this one right here is just a regular buffer, about a 3 ounce buffer. I believe this is H2 right here. Yeah, this is an H2, and then I don't know what they calling this one. Got the one out of my rare breed. That's an H2. 4.5. So I'll take that back, as you can see on here it says H2. So, and that thing run good as hell. So here's the rare breed and the inside of that. Kind of looks similar but different. And this is like the original one of the first ones. So I know they got some other ones that's made like this, where it's a whole like drop-in thing with 3 position, but this one just always in FRT mode. Force reset. This thing is definitely dirty. We shoot the hell out of this thing, and this thing run with this H2 in there. So we will compare them.
See your motivation, I see your movement is in effect, and I fucking love that shit.